Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I realized a few days ago it has been a minute since we caught up, since I answered questions, since I gave life updates. So here we are. I almost dressed up for this and I was like, you know what? I want it to be cozy. I want to feel like me and my besties are talking. And so I stayed in my PJs, even though I have makeup on. Let's get into some questions. I always love seeing what you guys want to know. Just so interesting. Some of them are like off the wall though. Question 1, favorite part about being married? I am married to the love of my life, Mr. Darian Rancher. We met when we were still in high school. Early on in high school, we had mutual friends. He lived in the upstate of South Carolina. I lived in the lower state, and I always had a crush on that man. Oof, you didn't ask how we met though. You asked my favorite part about being married. I would say, one, the fact that we just like live together is one of my favorite parts. Getting to spend every day with him. He's just like my person. Like I never have to be like, oh my gosh, like who am I gonna tell this to? Or I need advice on this or whatever it is. Like he's just always my person for that. And obviously I have friends, but it's like a deep connection. We're obviously one, so we just have this connection that is just so beautiful, and he knows me better than anybody. So yeah, I would just say that he's my forever person. I never have to wonder like, is he gonna go away? Or I don't know, it's like weird to describe. It's just like this confidence that you have when you're married, because you know that this is your person for life. There's just such a security in that, but at the same time you do have to be careful, because they can become an idol in that sense, where you feel like you're going to them before you go to God. And that's never how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to go to God first and confide in God as a friend. And God is supposed to be like your number one person. And I think sometimes it can be hard whenever you're married to somebody, because it feels like they're your number one person. So just making sure that stays aligned is really important. But yeah, he's just my person and my best friend. And I just love that we go to bed every night together. We wake up together. Like it's just beautiful. And he's such a good partner and such a good dad. So that was long-winded, and I answered like 7 other questions in that. Next question, when will your house be done? If you guys don't know, Darian and I are building a house in Greenville. That's where we live currently. It's like 20 minutes away from where we live now. And we have our pre-drywall construction on Friday, so whenever you're watching this, it'll be tomorrow, and they'll kind of have more of an update then when it will be done. We're thinking before Christmas. It is my dream to spend Christmas there. Really praying it'll be done before Christmas. Y'all be praying for that too, because I feel like I'll be stressed with moving boxes during Christmas. Christmas is like my holiday, so I need to be like cozy and comfy in our new house. What are some physical and mental changes that you felt after having a baby? I would say I definitely don't feel as strong physically. It definitely takes a toll on your body, and not only the actual like birthing part of it, but just the aftermath of like, if you're breastfeeding, like you're up with them constantly, you're always tired. Like the last thing I was thinking about the first few months of her life was like, when am I gonna go to the gym? Yeah, no. I was thinking, when can I take a nap immediately? I was really just like trying to sleep, and I was not thinking like, how can I, move my body or whatever. And I would take her on walks, but you just have so much less time. So I think that's where the physical part comes in, is I was just like not even thinking about the gym, and then eventually like that takes a toll on your body, because I just don't feel as strong or whatever else, and I feel like I'm just now getting back into the gym, and she's almost 8 months old. But it's different for everybody. And then mentally, thankfully, I did not deal with any postpartum anxiety or depression. I know a lot of women suffer from that, and it's very, very hard mentally on them. I think mentally for me, I just kind of had to come to the conclusion that I'm not the same person anymore. And that brings us into question number 3. Do I ever miss my old life being single and having fun? This question is funny because I still have fun. I had less fun when I was single. I have way more fun being married and having a baby. Like she has brought so much fun into our lives, and I think mentally that's like the only thing I can think of is like, I'm not the same person that I was before her, but I'm not mad about that. I'm totally fine with where I am in life. Like I love being a mom, I love being a wife, and I think you can drive yourself crazy thinking about like your past self. You're just a different person now, and that's totally okay and totally normal. And that's what happens when you're a mom. You just kind of evolve, but that's life. Like the more years that come and pass, like you're gonna become a different person. And I think the biggest changes obviously are becoming a wife and a mom, but I still have fun. Don't get it twisted. Worst part about being a content creator. I really love creating content. This question is just hard because it feels annoying to complain, but just people assuming. It definitely is hard to get like your true self out. I think there's like a lot of times that I feel very, there he is. I'm filming a YouTube video.
Just want to give you a hug.
Okay. Hey, how was lunch?
It was good. I'm tired.
Anyway, you can just feel very misunderstood, I feel like, and just different assumptions are made about like who you are as a person. And I have read like the craziest untrue things about myself and my family in general, and just stuff like that, like just people being hateful. It's tough, but it doesn't really bother me that much anymore. I know the people that like truly know me know that those things aren't true, and that's the only thing I can really care about is like the people that know me day in and day out. And if those things were true about me, they would not be my friend. So I know that the hateful things that are said are just not true, and I just have to like be okay with that in my soul, knowing that those are made up. But luckily, honestly, there's not a lot of hateful things that are said. It's just very few and far between. But I just mean like in general, like when you get a random like message being like you're fat, so like things like that. I'm not really referring to like I get so much hate on the internet, like I really don't. I'm really blessed to like feel like there's a way more positive, which is a blessing, but that's really the only downside to my job. How is being a work from home and stay at home mom, and how do you balance it? It's definitely tough. Nap times are my number one way that I get things done. Darian takes her in the morning, so I'm able to have like a peaceful morning and read and pray and all of that, but her nap times are really when I get things done. I don't know how the moms are that like their kids don't really take naps anymore. I don't know how they do it, because being up with and entertaining her, she is just wanting to like bounce around everywhere now. She's crawling, and so it's a lot of entertaining her and like just figuring out what to do with her, like taking her to Target, letting her see things, touch things, whatever. So it's just, I feel like life is just balanced though. Like you just kind of have to figure it out as it goes. And yeah, but main thing is nap times. Do you feel lonely not having any friends that are also moms? I actually do have friends that are moms. My friends Baker and Rachel are both moms. They're not really my age though, so I don't really have friends my age that are moms necessarily, but they don't make it weird for me at all. My friends are the most encouraging and lovely people on the earth and are so helpful and make me feel normal, and like they're not like, oh, you're a mom so you can't do this or whatever. Like they have not outcast me at all, thankfully, because I know that happens to some people. They lose friends when they become a mom because some people just don't get it or make them feel weird about it, whatever. But I've had no problem with that. I don't feel lonely. My friends include me in everything. What is your favorite trend right now? I think a super bronzed look, like a ton of bronzer, light on blush. I don't think it looks like amazing on me, but I think it looks amazing on other people. I know that's like a trend right now. They're calling it like latte makeup or something. I don't know. Let me tell you a trend I'm not liking. People having to name everything a certain name, like blueberry milk nails or cashew milk hair, crazy stuff. Like just call it light brown hair. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we've gone this long without having to name things crazy stuff. Like this to somebody would be like strawberry fields in a sky full of love and air. Like it's okay. It's just like strawberry colored nails, but even that I feel like is a stretch. Like let's just call them like light red, you know? You didn't ask what trend I didn't like, but that's one of them. I also really like colorful clothes right now. Like I feel like vibrant dresses or like patterned stuff is cool to me. Like wearing like fruits on a dress. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know. I like it. Like I like the weird vibe. Again, I don't really think it looks that good on me, but I like that it's trending. How many kids do you want? I want like 3 or 4. I don't think you can go past 4. I think at 3 we'd have to reevaluate. I just can't imagine having 3 kids, but I feel like if you have 3, then you might as well have 4, you know? How do you keep God at the center of your life? I hate to oversimplify it, but it really is simple, like just making room for him. I feel like I'm unlearning a lot of things right now about that. Just just that you don't have to like sit down and read 3 verses and then pray and then be done. Like it really is like a day in and day out thing with him, like learning his voice and being still and being at rest with him and really just making time for him. And that also could be like praying while you rock your baby or playing or whatever. Like that could be your version of making time for him. I think a lot of times we like to put him in a box, but it's not just like, oh, 30 minutes in the morning. Like sometimes you don't have that time and you just do it throughout the day, like being in continual prayer. So yeah, just being at rest and being still and listening. Why are you cutting out caffeine? Great question. I'm starting to question that as well. The reason why I'm cutting out caffeine is because it has been making me feel awful. The more coffee I have throughout the day is the more tired that I am. It's so weird. A few days ago, I had 2 cups and I swear that was the most tired I've ever been. I think it just has been doing the reverse on me, and so I'm just cutting it out for right now and seeing how I feel. I'll give you guys an update. I had a decaf latte today, which was really good. So I might just do decaf for a little and see if that helps me. I think it's just making me crash. Okay, we're gonna end it on that today. I'm just gonna do a short one. If you guys want more questions, if you guys wanna ask some juicy questions, you guys can comment them down below and I will do a little Q&A again. And I wanna maybe start doing these like once a month maybe. I just feel like it's fun to catch up and hear y'all's thoughts, and you guys are my besties. So I just wanna make sure that we're always connected, you know what I mean? Subscribe if you have not. We're so close to 32,000. I will see you guys next week with another vlog.